Hey, Show Me Nourish Land. It's Michelle Rawls here, your licensed nurse, nutritionist, and owner and CEO of Show Me Nourish. I'm currently drinking bone broth. Earlier today, I had it was basically an oatmeal shake was what it was. It was oats with my vegan protein, as well as my chia and my quinoa with some honey for antibacterial activity. Um, so I'm definitely drinking my vegan protein, feeling much better. And the bone broth, if you're not familiar with bone broth is an excellent source for healing connective tissue, which, like I explained last night, they explained to me that the reason why all this had to be removed was because it's very mushy. The tissue's not holding together, and when they nicked my bladder, it was very mushy in return. In trying to repair it, the urologist had to go further back into the bladder in order to repair it, which is why I have to have a catheter for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to heal that tissue and get that connective tissue stronger by utilizing the bone broth, which is a huge issue right now. So we got to make sure we get that really good and strong. So a lot of my plant protein is being drank, and my bone broth is really being drank. So I'm feeling good today. I've been able to push my medication to every 5 hours instead of every 4 hours. And then I've been able to push the other medication to every 6 hours instead of every 5 hours. So we're going an hour back each day so that we can get this pain medicine down to 0. That is the goal within a week. So definitely don't want any pain medicine past a week, because after that I'm going to have to start detoxifying so that I can get these chemical toxins that they put in my body with the medications. I've got to get them out of my system. So that will be the next step that we take. So stay tuned right here. We're on day 2, and I'll be back to add more video in just a little bit. Hey, Show Me Nurse, Michelle Rawls here, your licensed nurse nutritionist. So to conclude with the day, I finished out with another shake. I had some more bone broth. I've drank a lot of water. I've had some great CC output, so I'm up about 2,400, 2,500 on my output, which is really good. Done a lot of making sure that I am eating well, drinking well. We got to make sure that this connective tissue is getting stronger. So we'll know whenever we go back in 2 weeks when we do the cystogram. So as soon as we continue these next 2 weeks, you know, this is on a 6-week journey that we're going to do this every day. You guys are going to follow me through these next 6 weeks of this hysterectomy on the recovery side. So the goal is to show you the foods that I eat, the liquids that I drink, in order to heal myself and get myself back up and running. I did walk quite a bit today. I sat up for around 2 hours total for the day, which is really good as far as like sitting up on a couch. For 2 hours I did that. Things are going really well. I feel so much better. I'm a little wore out. I'm not going to deny I'm wore out. Today was very stressful. My grandbaby is really not understanding what's going on and why I can't pick him up and why I can't hold him and things like that. So I've had a little extra drainage today. Nothing that I'm too concerned about just yet. As far as like CC output, we're doing great with the urine output. We're just not doing great with peristalsis just yet. So hopefully after taking some Miralax and Colace, we'll get some things moving in that direction. The thing that we have to be careful with is that we don't do any kind of pushing, because that can really tear those stitches, and we do not want that to happen. So continue following me here. I'll put this all together so that everyone can see day 2 of the journey. And I did have a video put together where you could actually see, you know, what I was drinking and eating. I'm having a hard time figuring out the process of how to put this all together, so bear with me. Hopefully by the end of the 6 weeks, I'll be a pro at this. So tomorrow's going to be interesting. It's a shower day. Definitely eating more food. I've got to get more food into me than I did today. Even though the shakes are plant protein based and I'm loading them with all kinds of antimicrobial activity, antibacterial activity, inflammation, you know, reduction, Even though I'm adding more protein like my quinoa, my chia, that doesn't mean though that I am getting enough in the caloric intake. So we do have to make sure that we're getting all of that in. And I received a special gift today from a friend, which I'm really proud of. So thank you, Tom, for sending me this. And thank you for the nice little inscription. I appreciate that as well. So I'm going to do a lot of things over these next 6 weeks. So if you're ready to align and get things together in your own world, then you need to reach out and you need to chat with me. If you haven't joined the New Year, New You program, I encourage you to do so. Get started on one of my programs. I've showed you that it works, and I've also showed you all my clientele to let you know as well that it works. So we're here to get you healthy. We're here to be in a preventative state than we are to turn around and get you into a nursing home where you're at your last end, or in a hospital where all they're there to do is just to patch you up and ship you back out. So my job is to see to it that we take the prevention process and that we get things under control now. All right, you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3.